One of the reasons you wanted to sign with the Blue Jays, I'm sure, in the offseason was to play in Toronto eventually. And so what has these last few days been like for you finally being here and finally experiencing this atmosphere?
It's been great. That we couldn't have had a better series to start out our, Toronto season. It's finally just good to play in front of the home city. We played some good baseball too. So I think that there's better baseball to come here in the next couple months.
And obviously you guys had a new starter on the mound for you. I just wanted to ask, from your vantage point, what did you think of his start?
Well, yeah, I've seen him a lot in the past, with Minnesota, and he seems like, he's the same guy, but his stuff was electric today. He's got that big breaking ball. He also has the four seam, two seam, and changeup mix too. So it's hard to, key in on one pitch. He's throwing strikes, and he works quick. So that's going to be good for us.
Thank you, Marcus.
Go ahead, Keegan.
Hey, Marcus. Going through the last couple of days, when you're hearing about the additions of Berrios and Brad Hand and others recently, what does that do for a clubhouse and for a group when you get that boost?
It's great. We've been playing a little bit better than 500 ball, and then we made some additions and got a sweep. So that's a good start. That's something that is going to be important for us, just that depth we have in the bullpen now and in the starting pitching. And I'm just excited for these next couple months. And the lineup looked pretty good this weekend, but it'll be good to get Vladdy back in there tomorrow too.
And then going forward, carrying this momentum on, it's been a lot around 500, now getting 6 games above. What do you think the key is to continuing a run and really going on one of those stretches that does put you into that East race and gets you back up in that wild card?
Well, there's a lot of things. I think pitching and defense is always important. Late inning offense is going to be big for us. I talked about that a little bit before, just, putting together better at-bats against the back ends of bullpens. We do a lot of homework on the starter, but I think it's going to be important in August and September to get to those bullpens as well.
Thank you very much, Marcus.
Go ahead, Arden.
Hey, Marcus, just thinking back to your homer in the 3rd inning, I think it was, looked like you got pitched a little backwards there. Like you got a couple breaking balls and then got a heater. Were you kind of looking for that pitch in that spot after seeing a couple sliders?
Well, with Keller, I just try and get the ball in the middle. I was hoping he'd leave a fastball, right where I like it, right there. Just try and get him in the zone, get him in the middle, and that's what I got right there.
And just speaking of approach, when you were facing Berrios earlier in your career, I mean, how difficult was it to have an approach against a guy who's got a big breaking ball like that, but also 3 other pitches that you can locate for strikes?
It's tough, with a breaking ball like that. You want to try and get it starting closer to you, but he also runs that fastball in there as well. Similar to what Manoah's been doing. I think he's going to be a guy who can help Manoah get even better too, just because they have similar arsenals. So I'm excited for that.
And obviously Jose had a couple chances to make plays on the mound as well on comebackers. I mean, as an infielder, how do you kind of appreciate the way he fields his position as a pretty athletic pitcher?
That's always good. He'll be a guy we can, run pickoffs with and be confident in the PFPs with. I think he played a lot of infield as a young kid, so that's always good.